Hello everybody, time for a new video, and I will begin this video by saying I'm sorry for the wind noise, if there is any. But today we are going to talk about something personal. A couple of years ago I was selling fireworks on New Year's Eve, and when I was done with that, I went home and celebrated with my wife. Then, in the middle of the night, I was woken by my wife, and she said, "The water has broken." And I was very tired and not quite awake, so I told her to, well, fix it, turn off the water. And no, the water is broken, we gotta go to the hospital now. I was still not quite awake, but the brain begins to function. So we rushed to the car and we speeded away to the hospital, which is 3 miles away. And she said, "The baby's coming." No, it's not. Yeah, the baby's coming. And I was, no, not yet. It's not later. I can't have that now in the car. So we stopped at a bus stop about maybe 1 mile from the hospital, and she had the baby, and she said, "You gotta catch it." What do you mean catch it? It's coming out. Okay, so if you don't catch it, it will fall on the floor of the car. And I was paralyzed of afraid, because I don't know what to do. So I bent over from the driver's seat and I catch my daughter coming out, and then we had a call the hospital, and we had a ambulance staff in the phone, and they say, "You gotta keep it warm," because this was in January, the 1st of January. And I was thinking, well, I have an old Volvo that the heat is not working properly, so keep it warm, yeah. So I took a blanket, wrapped it up, put it on my wife, and a couple of minutes later the ambulance came and they said, "You gotta take it to the hospital." Yeah, I know. So they took my wife and the kid, my newborn, to the ambulance, and I drove after them to the hospital. And we arrived and everything worked out fine. I stayed in the hospital for a couple of hours before I could see that they were okay and I could go home. And when I was driving home, since it was New Year's Day and a lot of people drink alcohol on New Year's Eve, so halfway home I was stopped by the police for a breathalyzer, and when I rolled the window down, the female officer said, "Good afternoon. you have to do a breathalyzer, and I will see your driver's license. And then she looked out. No, she looked in my car to the passenger seat, and it was blood all over the floor and disgusting. And she looked at me and said, well, what has transpired here? What has happened? Well, so I explained to her what happened, and she just laughed and said, well, that's quite an adventure you had today. Yeah, I know. And she let me go because I hadn't been drinking, so I made it home safe, and my kid and my wife was safe. But my question to you guys after this: has this ever happened to you, that you get stopped after having birth in the car, stopped by the police with blood all over the seat and the floor? I mean, it looked like I have done something bad in the car, because it's not usual. But that car didn't make it another year in our family. Then we turned it over to a scrap metal. And the next time we had the same problem, I was thinking we had a bigger car, so I put plastic bags all over the passenger seat, and my wife's sitting in a trash bag seat, because I didn't want the same procedure again, cleaning the car. But this time it didn't. We didn't have the kid in the car. We made it to the hospital. So, because I didn't want to go the same procedure again. So that's my life. That's what's happened in my life. Some things just happen and you don't want them to happen, but this one happened. So, but now, no more kids. So this story I told you isn't gonna happen again, because we are too old for kids now, and we already had 7 of them. So I think we have done our part for population of the earth. So no more kids. Well, that's quite a story. Quite a story. So what do you think? Leave a comment below, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will tell you more stories like this and other things. See you next time. Bye.